Hi, we're Weekend Football, and I'm Michael.
I am Leith.
And I'm Ross.
So there's no forecasting last week as it was internationals. So how did England get on?
I thought they did quite well. 2-0, looked comfortable in the end. I think it was closer than the scoreline suggested. I thought we counter-attacked well, had a lot of pace in the team, and went according to Hodgson's plan, so good result.
So
And enjoyable to watch.
It was. England second half was a lot better than England first half.
I think nothing went for them in the first half. Everything sort of seemed to just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it sort of came together. And Danny Welbeck did very well, didn't he?
He did. The cynical side of me does say that if it was any team better, then we might not have won.
Yeah.
Well, I think
this
we'll always say stuff like that, won't we?
We
Expectations were very low and England did well.
Yeah.
So last week we had our competition to win VIP tickets to Manchester United versus QPR. That's game's going ahead on Sunday, and all you had to do was retweet the tweet at Weekend Football. And the winner was Jason Swatson, so congratulations, Jason. If you want to see the draw, it's on our Vine, which is /Weekend Football.
Well done, Jason. See you on Sunday.
So the games we're going to talk about today are Arsenal versus Man City, Liverpool versus Villa, Manchester United versus QPR, and Hull versus West Ham. And then we're going to round it off with some bets. So we'll get into it. Arsenal versus Man City. Leith.
Well, City losing at home to Stoke. I think that threw a lot of people last weekend. Was that last weekend? No, it was the one before.
Week before, because the internationals, yeah.
Certainly took out most of my accumulator bets and many other people's. Arsenal. Overall, I see City just having a little more quality up front, and I can see City just stealing it. But it'll be a very, very close game. Initially, I think we talked about a draw, didn't we? But
Arsenal haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 3 games, so and with the quality that Manchester City possess, it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it will be hard for Arsenal. I think Aguero looks like he's returning to form. Toure is always a bit of a menace against the Gunners, so I think he'll come to the fore. Arsenal haven't lost at home in 19 games, but City...
City haven't lost in more than that, I guess.
Yeah, City...
Whole season for Arsenal, isn't it, at home?
I don't think City have lost to Arsenal their last 4, so they obviously enjoy playing against them. I think they beat them 6-3 last year, quite convincingly.
Yeah, 6-3.
Bit of a thumping victory, so yeah, I think City just have a bit too much up top for Arsenal's defence.
I can't help but cast my mind back to the Community Shield. Arsenal absolutely thumped Man City 3-0, and you could argue that could be arguably paid for more as a trophy.
Possibly. I just think if you look at Community Shields gone by, they never really amount to much. United won it last year, but finished 7th.
That's
in the
why
league,
it doesn't.
So
Everyone's got a few bets for this game. I've gone for 1-1, but I think my value is Ramsey first goal scorer, which is 8-1 at Bet365.
Yeah, he's been in good form. I think he's got 2 this year, has he?
Yeah,
2 in
something
the
like
first
that,
3,
I
so
think.
he looks like he's carried on from last season. I personally like the look of the half-time, full-time market. I could see it being a draw at half-time and then City nicking it in the second half, and you can get the best odds of that are 5-1 at BetVictor.
Sounds good. Safer money would be on both teams to score. You'd probably get around 3-1, 7-2 for both teams to score and City to win away. So
score predictions, I'm going to go 1-1.
I think City will steal it 2-1, and I can see Dzeko getting on the score sheet as well.
I'd also go for 2-1 to City, marginal away.
So our next game, we've got Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Liverpool thrashed Spurs before the international break 3-0, and that could be the start of their season after poor showing against Manchester City. Leith, where do you think that one's going?
I think Liverpool have got too much danger up front. Raheem Sterling last night looked fantastic. Powerful, fast. I know Villa have probably been Liverpool's bogey team over recent years at Anfield, but I can't. And they've had a reasonable start. Where are they? 3rd?
Yeah,
at the moment,
unbeaten.
But go on. Liverpool go to White Hart Lane and win 3-0. They're scoring goals for fun. I can't see anything but Liverpool win.
They've scored 31 in the last 12 Premier League games.
Not bad, is it? last season at Anfield, I think they scored something like 53 goals, only beaten by City at home, who failed to score the last time out.
Yeah, I think Villa are one of as you said, one of Liverpool's bogey sides. They haven't lost there at Anfield in 3 games, scoring 6 times in the process. But I think Liverpool will just have a bit too much for them. As you said, Sterling looked in top form last night, quick, can take people on. I think he could actually become world class. He's only 19 still, got a lot of potential.
They look good.
Villa still unbeaten, but Liverpool.
And they've got 2 clean sheets as well, Villa, in the first 3 games.
Yeah, I think Liverpool have scored over 2.5 goals in their last 16 games as well. So I think they should knock up a few against Villa.
So, score predictions and bets. I'm going to go 3-1 BTS result, and you get 3-1 at Coral for that. That's the best price.
Yeah, as mentioned then, I think 16 of Liverpool's 17 games has had over 2.5 goals, so you can get best odds of that at Bet365, and that's 1.3 to 1.
I think I can't see Villa scoring, actually. I think that Liverpool will win this match 2-0.
So our weird story of the week this week comes from Gibraltar versus Poland. I think Poland won 7-0. So to get into this, the 11 occupations of Gibraltar national team. So you've got 2 pro footballers in there. So you've got 9 different occupations. You've got the goalkeeper was a fireman. The left back was an admin clerk. Centre back was crew academy director. It's quite random. The other centre back was he worked for customs.
Crew, as in Alexander.
Yeah.
Oh, right, not like airline crew.
No.
Okay.
Like crew Alexander, yeah. And then the defence midfield player was a police officer. The left wing was in the electrical department. Their other centre midfield was a storeman, and the right wing was a police officer.
Great.
And then the striker was a shipping agent. I think they did quite well to lose only 7-0 against Poland.
They shipped a lot of goals though.
Yeah, no, but you got Robert Lewandowski in up front.
It's not bad at all, is
Plays
it?
for Bayern Munich.
2 full-time professional players.
Yeah, only 2. 1 centre mid and 1 right back. Moving back to the football, we've got Manchester United versus QPR. So United haven't picked up a win in their first 3 games.
Well, they're definitely due one. They've spent, 150 odd million in the transfer market. I think Falcao's the name on every United fan's lips, really. So looks like he may hit the ground running. They need him to. Yeah, poor start, but surely they must get their first win this weekend.
That reminded me actually of something that I saw an article on BBC Sport, and I think it was your director, and he said we're going to buy a Suarez every year. Don't quite think they should be linking to other players who they have no affiliation with. They should buy like a Di Maria every year.
Yeah, and didn't see that.
Didn't you?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's the whole sort of Galactico Real Madrid approach, isn't it? But I think United have always been known for bringing you through. So whether they're going to look to abandon that after the recent sort of academy products such as Welbeck and Cleverley. Welbeck could still do well. Cleverley doesn't look like he's up to much, but wait and see.
Laith, where do you think that one's going to go?
Well, they have to win. Didn't we say this last time? They've got to win. But they're at home. They've had a terrible start. Louis van Gaal's going to be he's going to be doing everything to make sure they do win. He's certainly bought he's bought sufficient players. He's spent enough money. They've got the desire, the need to win. They're against QPR, who've lost 4 of the last 5 aways. I can't see it being anything but a home win, but then I said that about the Swansea game.
Yeah, I think it's just they've got to surely win this weekend. They've actually got the 4th best possession stats and passing accuracy in the league, so they're obviously doing something right, and maybe Falcao will give them that cutting edge up top. I
just don't think Man United are the complete package even now, even with Falcao, and I think it will be a lot closer than everyone thinks. That's why I've gone for under 2.5 goals, so you get best price at Bet Victor. So I'm only going to go 1-0.
It'll probably be 6-0 then. No, I think they might get a couple, but I can't see it being a trouncing. I think 2-0 is what I would go for.
Yeah, I think Falcao's going to hit the ground running, so I'm going for a scorecast. Falcao to score first and United 2-0. which is best odds of 19-1 at BetVictor.
I was going
Sounds all right.
to go for that bet, but then I was thinking that Falcao's only played one
Yeah,
game
just
since
at
he's
the
been
weekend,
back.
wasn't it? Colombia.
Since January. So
I think United just need something that badly. I think they'll just chuck him in.
He's a poacher, isn't he? If there's going to be a goal to be had, he's probably going to get it.
you think that about like Hernandez or something, but you let him go.
I think Falcao's a different class, to be fair, to Hernandez. Let's
We'll-
wait and see.
we'll see.
hopefully, yeah.
Our last game we're going to talk about is the Monday night football game, which is Hull versus West Ham. Both teams have been pretty poor of late. Hull have only won 2 of the last 11, while West Ham have only won 2 of their last 9. So that doesn't scream goals, does it?
It doesn't, and yeah, Hull may have only won 2 of their last 11, but they've still picked up 4 points from a possible 9 this season. Beat QPR opening weekend, and then followed it up with a decent enough draw against Stoke before losing to Villa, who are still unbeaten. So I think they'll do well. I think they should have enough to get past West Ham on Monday night.
I'm looking at both of their signings, and I'm quite excited at Ben Arthur being at Hull.
I think Steve Bruce has done really well in the.
I
They
think so too,
arguably
yeah.
had the best window out of all the Premier League clubs.
Yeah, I think so too. Laith, where do you think that game's going to go?
Well, I think we were talking about a home win and home advantage and Hull improving, but I think they're going to share the points. And West Ham, went away and won 3-1 at Palace. Then they lost at home to Southampton, but they have scored in their last 2 games. I think they'll get a goal and it might finish 1-1.
I'm going to go 0-0. I think if you're going to bet on that game, I go for Bet365 board draw money back, just to be safe, I think.
I'd certainly go for under 2.5 goals, given the lack of goal scoring ability from both sides.
I think with Hull's new signings being at home in front of a crowd eager to see them, I think that should buoy them on to get a 2-1 victory.
We all disagree with each other. Good.
Thanks for listening. We've got our PL6 and PL10 as usual on our Twitter, which is at Weekend Football, and you can like and share /Weekend Football as well. So we've got our bet of the weekend, which is Bet Victor this week. For United, Liverpool and Chelsea to win, you get odds of 4-1 instead of the industry standard of 11-10. That's a new customer offer. And our next week games, we'll be covering the Sky and BT Sport games again. We've got QPR versus Stoke, West Ham versus Liverpool. We've got another United game, Leicester versus Manchester United. And we've got Man City versus Chelsea.